I don't believe this shit. I don't believe it at all, bud. Here.
Mute my mic. Hang on.
Can you hear it?
Overtime is presented by Suntrum. Save more at Suntrum. So the tying goal.
I forgot we're live. 3-on-3 overtime. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a I forgot that I had already shared this live and yeah, that your little
I
tirade.
broke my seat.
Your seat. Oh man. I could only do this.
I just saved you from being demonetized right there. You would have gotten perma-banned.
I'm listening. I got the game on here on this.
It
Let me kind of move this mic down a little bit.
Literally, they couldn't do it any other way, could they? It had to be this way. It had to. It had to.
Yep. Absolutely, man. And I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, it's just crazy.
I just saved your entire channel from being age restricted.
Yeah.
My mic right there. Oh my God.
It's already age restricted. I don't put it as well, I have kids that watch, but
you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be
I know.
Me.
Jordan says
so
Benny's gonna look like he wanted to body slam somebody.
I'm so sick. Well, your 4-3.
Oh, he was just tripped. Oh shit.
Your 4-3's looking pretty good right now. Hopefully it's the right
team.
Looking
really good.
But if we think about it, do we really want them to win this? Do we want them to get away with this? I don't.
I do.
I don't.
Krug.
They don't deserve it. It's absurd. 0.7 seconds. You couldn't. God, you had 4 chances to clear that puck and you didn't. And that holding call was a load of crap.
Yeah.
Oh. How long is the intermission between overtime and that?
Well, the score is going to end 4-3, like predicted. But who will get the win? Yeah, a lot of people predicted 4-3. Nobody picked the Coyotes 4-3. So if it goes Blues 4-3, there's going to be a lot of people getting points. A couple people have them getting 4. So if they win, like Ashley Jones, or not Ashley, Lana would get a point. She had Sundqvist, so he didn't score.
Oh, what's going on right now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll just keep talking about it as it goes on. I mean, I know people in St. Louis are seeing this ahead of us. Yeah. I'm at 3:28 left to go in the period, or in the OT. I got my phone turned over so I don't hear it before it happens.
I got it right here as well.
Hoffman comes back out of the zone.
For the load.
Oh. Yeah, he ran right into Kessel, and that didn't help out. Schmaltz to Kessel. Kessel wraps around, nobody there. See, So now they're trying for the point. They're not playing. They're not doing what
the
Sharks did.
Sharks doing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see not really a shot clock, but a zone clock. Right? I'd like to see that you've got 30 seconds from the time you enter the neutral zone.
Yeah.
Enter the neutral zone to bring it into to take a shot. Or to bring it into the zone. I'd like to see a zone clock. Only in overtime. Right? So they can't do that circling back like that. You know, once you bring it into the neutral zone, oh, wow, man. Krug almost scored an own goal. He was close.
Go on.
I might have interviews with two Blues personality. Well, one former Blue and a Blues personality within the next 2 weeks.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Right? I don't say who they are anymore. The 2 times I've done that, I've been burned. So I don't do it anymore.
Right.
Oh, Kemper made a really good glove save.
Yeah.
If we go to the shootout, we're losing. We just don't seem to win shootouts. It's not. Someone here, Grant. Oops, I missed it.
For you.
I'm getting moms excited for me. I guess I'm thinking that's about my interviews that I got coming up. Payne, dude. I'm not sure who Grant is. That's a new one for me.
New one for me, too. Welcome in, Grant.
Yeah. Hey, Grant, welcome. First time I think I've seen you. Or at least my short-term memory is really bad. So if you've been on before. Oh.
90 seconds.
Oh, Perron could have given me a 3rd point. And a bonus point. Well, no, 3rd point. The bonus point, if your shootout goal wins the game, you get a bonus point for that.
Right.
We added that for February. I haven't told everybody though. Haven't had it come up yet.
Right.
It was something that was talked about in January, but we never announced it, and I agreed to it. Oh, see, now the Blues are waiting for the shootout. At least I see what they're doing. They're not waiting for a shootout. The Blues are trying to get the right
what a shot.
matchup.
Krug, what a shot.
Oh, yeah. Krug was right there trying to knock it in. Just remember, if you're watching, you're ahead of us, so don't tell us what happens until we say it.
Just a reminder, we play these guys 3 to 4 more times in a row.
2 more times. Well, we have 3 more games against them. Or 4 more games against them.
Come on, Blues.
I've got 51.7 left in the OT. That's where we're at.
Wow.
All right. Fault keeps it in. Yeah, he gave that up. This is going to the shootout.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, good.
Shin, that was a nice hit. Oh, nice steal.
That was a good steal.
Yeah.
Good game for not being on the score sheet.
Yeah.
Hoffman.
Could we return the favor? Could we return the favor?
Oh my God, Kemper! Holy shit! Wow. Shootout.
Oh, shootout.
Kemper. Oh my God, ridiculous. Oh.
See, now this is where I have an issue. This is something I have an issue with, right? There would have been a penalty on Arizona here, right? Within the last 2 minutes of OT, if there's a penalty, the penalty should stick. I think the penalty should stick, and that the period should extend to the
Me too, Jordan. I'm gonna strangle somebody.
Right? I really think that they need to look, because this happens a lot now. This has been happening a lot. Guys are taking slashes and stuff like that towards the end, knowing that there's no repercussion. Right? You're still part of the shootout. If you get a penalty, you take a penalty in the last 10 seconds, you know. Big deal. You know, so really.
Time for the skills competition.
No. Well, I need to talk about this real quick. So he's asking about picking points for shootout goals. No, but yes. Only the winning goal will get the point. That's it. The winning goal. If the goal wins the shootout, it gets the points. The other ones don't count. So because it adds to the goal score, that's why we did that. That really should have been, if you're going to call a penalty like that, it should be a penalty shot in my eyes. Really, really, really. Right? So Perron first. So the Blues are going to go first and make them go last. Ah, damn it. So please do not, if you are ahead of us, which I know you probably are, please do not tell us. We are on about a 1 minute delay.
Woo!
Here comes Perron. Oh, you're ahead of me. I already knew it. There we go.
DP, baby!
Now let nobody else score, and I'll get 3 points.
That's nuts. DP, baby!
Nobody else scores, I get 3 points. Come on, Bennington. Do not let anybody else score. Nobody else scores. If Bennington stops all 3, I get it.
Benner the save. Good glove.
Yes. Good save, Bennington. Okay.
That was flashy.
Come on. I got a game-winning goal chance here. I don't care if somebody else scores as long as Bennington doesn't allow anybody to score, but doesn't allow the next guy to score. If Shin scores and Bennington stops the next one, the first goal is the one that counts.
Yeah.
Oh, he lost the puck.
Yeah, I lost it.
Ah. Okay, Bennington, this is on you. Stop this, Bennington. Stop this, Bennington.
Come on. Damn it!
Wow.
Beauty.
Well, there went my goal counting.
Beauty. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was, he's been a thorn in our foot. He's been a thorn in our side, man.
Fuck me.
Oh, yeah, you can't. That's all on Garland. I'm not faulting Bennington for that one. Oh, come on, O'Reilly. Come on, O'Reilly. Nope. Damn. I don't even want to. Oh, man.
Here comes Dvorak.
Oh, he almost flipped that in. If it had gone 5-hole, they got it. Well, I guess you told me what just happened. Yep. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Point.
I don't even know what the
0.7 seconds.
Seconds. Yeah. You know, I did. This is one of them games where you're going to look back on. If we miss the playoffs, this is one of them games you're going to look back on and say, This is why. I mean, this was the point you had. And you know what? I can think of at least 4 or 5 different occasions in the last 2 years, 3 years that this has happened. In fact, I remember in 17-18, the last home game against Chicago, they allowed a goal in the last 5 seconds that took that point away, and we ended up missing. Oh, you better not come in here like that. And I guess I can add him in now, right? But for the Blues,
how's it going?
I can mute your ass. I love you. I love you, man.
Fun?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Man. Let's kind of do it like this. Move him down.
They blew it.
So
I'll be right back. I'm going to mute my mic again.
No, see, so I here's what I was just talking about earlier. This is a game that's going to come back and haunt us if we miss the playoffs. And this is something that the Blues have unfortunately done a lot of in recent years. And I was just talking about, I remember in 17-18, at the end of that season, the last home game against Chicago, we gave up a last-minute goal to take that to overtime. If that one would have went to overtime, we'd have gone to the playoffs. We'd have had that point and gone to the playoffs. So, I mean, there's been numerous occasions where I can think of the Blues giving up a point or 2 points in the last part of the game. And, this is for Phoenix, this has got to be at least a lot more than a moral victory. This has got to be Phoenix finishing for a change, right?
I think it's
and that's got to be very a positive.
I brought the golf club because that's where we're going. We're in the 56th game regular season going. That's where the Blues are going. You want me to meet you there? 3 straight to the Coyotes.
I'm so glad I joined.
Colorado flashback. Same thing happened in Colorado. No. I'm with you, Mason. No, Mason, I'm with you, man. I feel it. I actually feel it. This is.
Hang on.
Are
you going to get a word in tonight?
Well, I was going to say, it's actually funny you mentioned St. Louis, essentially kind of, blowing games or those coming back to haunt them later on in the season. I've been talking about that for the Coyotes for the past couple of years, where there's a lot of these 1-goal games where you don't push them into overtime, and that's what ends up costing a playoff spot later because you're so many points shy. It's been a problem for years. So honestly, once they got that goal, I didn't even care if they won at that point. I'm just like, look, you're showing you can once again play with St. Louis. They are a much better team. You're playing with them, and you got the extra point. I don't even care if they win or lose at that point. It's showing that they're addressing one problem that has cost them for years, and I'm just happy with that, to be honest.
One, two. There we go. Okay, can you hear me? Almost. Okay. I got a real. Okay. So,
right.
No, you make a really good point. And it's not that Arizona matches up very, very well with St. Louis. They know how to beat St. Louis, and they just seem to have our number. And their speed, in more instances than not, works to their advantage. And we're not able to bottle it up in the neutral zone. And what happened at the end there, and the only thing that I'm going to say is refs, keep the whistles in your pocket the last 2 frickin' minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, that had a lot to do with it. Hold on a sec. I'm live right now.
My friends know, everybody watching my channel knows that I have this weird thing. A lot of Koreans have this, but I have a deficient enzyme in my liver, so I cannot process alcohol. I can drink a little bit, but I can't have a bunch of alcohol. Today, We did.
No, this is. But see, there's
fucking hell.
I'm looking at this a couple of different ways, though. I see positives in this game, and I see negatives in this game. First of all, I see them on both sides. Looking at Arizona, well, and that's a point that I really want to make. This is something that the NHL needs to fix, is penalties in the overtime in the last minute. They either need to, they need to be automatic penalty shots, or they need to extend the period, right? Because this happened in the first shootout. This happened in the first, did we have another overtime game, or I think it was with the Sharks. With the Sharks, same thing. They created a penalty in the last 4 seconds. It didn't do anything, right? It makes all the sense in the world to have that penalty. Shin losing the puck, that's the big one there. But yeah, in the last minute, to me, the overtime needs to be treated somewhat like the playoffs, right? If there's a penalty in the last minute of an overtime in the playoffs, it extends to the next overtime period, right? So here, if there's penalty time in the overtime, it should extend, right? And I also think in the last minute of the game, or the last 2 minutes of the game, if there's a penalty and it's a 1-goal game, it should extend, right? Because there's no disadvantage to taking that penalty in the last 30 seconds. There's none. There really isn't. In the last 10 seconds, you do a slash, 30 seconds in, it takes them 20 seconds before you touch it. They don't get a shot on goal because they're trying to set it up. Then you touch it, you wasted there you go. You've earned yourself a point. And you got a penalty that's never going to count. So no, I do have some issue with the way some of those penalties are. Right. And that's an issue to me. And that's something that I think the NHL can clean up. It's two issues I have. That's one of them. The other one is referees interference. Right. Mm-hmm. I believe that if the puck hits the referee, it's a simple rule. The next guy to touch the puck cannot score.
I think that's a great, actually. I think that would be a great rule.
Right? Because it's happened a lot of times.
Get out of the way.
Well, no, it's not only that, but it's happened in the past where, and in fact, I'll give you an example of a game that it happened in that caused a moment to happen that should have never happened. Game 7 against Dallas in the second round. St. Louis scores. They're up 1-0. I think it was Shin passes it across. It hits the referee, comes directly out to a, no, I don't think it should be dead. But the puck comes out and right to a Dallas player who smacks it right in the net. If he has to pass that puck, the goalie has a chance to set himself, right? And then you look at the play that happened earlier in the year when Bouwmeester fired the puck in. It hit the referee in the jock. It goes straight across. Longo tried to play the puck and put the puck in the net. Well, wait a minute. Why did that not count? It's the same. It's two of the same situations, right? It's the exact same situation, but the one for Dallas counts, but the one for St. Louis doesn't, because they're saying that the goalie can touch the puck all they want. No, he can't. He put the puck in the net, right? If that doesn't count, then the other one shouldn't count. So to me, I think that if the puck hits the referee, it's a simple situation. The next player to touch it cannot score. You got to pass it off. And that stops shots and things like that from happening. And it also I would have been fine with the Longo play at that. But has the Longo play went? That should have been a goal. Well, I can't see what you're saying there, bud. They're saying 3. What's 3-2?
They got the score wrong.
Right.
Very funny.
He's saying you can't really treat it like a hand pass or a high stick. The refs aren't players, so it should end up dead. No, the refs are part of the game, and I get that. And I think you can treat it like a hand pass or a high stick, right? That's the difference here. On a high stick, the play is dead. A hand pass, it should be dead, but it's always not, right? St. Louis knows all about hand passes.
Why the play shouldn't be dead when it hits the ref is because then, if somebody wants to stop at your play, they just shoot it at the ref.
Yeah, that's why.
People will take advantage of that.
Yeah, and
I think it should, but I agree with Guy on that point. I think if a ref touches the puck, if it hits the ref, the next person to touch the puck should not be able to score.
Yeah,
right.
Reasonable.
I agree with that.
And that would actually eliminate a lot of problems that you see, because it's happened a lot. It's not like a one-time thing here. It's not something that just, comes and goes. And now it didn't come up in this game, but what did come up in this game is the late penalty. And a late penalty needs to have, there needs to be something, there needs to be some type of accountability to a late penalty. And I've seen, you see this all the time. And why not? 10 seconds to go. They're in your zone. Go after the hands. You get a penalty, what happens? The chance of them scoring with 5 seconds to go?
Non-existent, pretty much.
Yeah. So, where's the penalty? And after the loss hurts bad, at least we got a point. No, the loss does hurt. This is a lot. This is a win you really needed. The thing is,
it's good to see you.
Well, you've got to, I say now the Blues have got to go into Colorado or into Arizona, into Phoenix and rule Phoenix. They've got to go in there and really take their game to Phoenix, right? Whatever reason it was that Phoenix has us, you're not playing again until today's Monday. You're not playing again until Friday or Saturday, right? Saturday. You're not playing again until Saturday, unless they're talking about making a third game on Thursday,
where the Blues would play.
This is going to be a 7-game series.
It will end up being a 7-game regular season series, right?
Unheard of.
Yeah, I mean, so that's kind of that's where I'm thinking about.
Do you think?
No, Jordan,
okay. I get this all the time. I get this on DMs. I get this on Twitter notification. I get this all the time. Why are you so mad? You're not a true fan if you're so mad at this team because they lose. That is not what this is.
No.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't be mad.
Yes.
That's the thing.
I agree with that.
I am mad because I give a shit. Unfortunately.
No, I'm with you.
It's a lottery ticket with your feelings.
Hi, girlfriend.
Steve Dangle puts it perfectly. Rooting for a sports team is a lottery ticket with your feelings. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'm with you.
It could be any other team. 3-year-old Mason could have gotten that puck from any team. Any team. It had to be St. Louis. It had to be. It couldn't be any other team. God.
Just the pain. I feel for you, bud.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Mason, you're talking about 3-year-old Mason. You're talking about 52-year-old guy here who didn't get a puck at a game until he was 50 years old. I didn't get my first puck at a game until I was 50. So I don't want to hear about your 3-year-old Mason.
Well, 3-year-old Mason. The Calgary Flames could have played any team that night. It could have been the Oilers. I would have been happier with the Oilers.
Yeah.
Oh, don't wish that upon yourself. At least you guys got a cup.
McDavid. They got McDavid. They're fun to watch.
Just got called old.
Ever since they traded away Ryan Reeves, the Blues haven't had a player that's genuinely, actually fun to watch. Kyle Clifford has come the closest.
I disagree with that.
I mean, I'm talking fun. Okay. My definition of fun to watch and your definition of fun to watch are very different things. Because I like fighting. I like hitting. I like all that. The Blues really haven't had an fortune ever since Ryan Reeves in 2017. I will never forgive Doug Armstrong for that trade. But
yeah,
oh my God,
that trade is starting to turn into be a bust. It is. I was high on Costin, but now here it is. Here it is.
Well, we got
are 3
Sundqvist
years
from
later.
That deal too. Can't forget about that. We got Oscar Sundqvist from that deal.
Okay, we're gonna get some. I'll admit that's okay.
Yeah, we are just wow. This is like Blues limbo right here. You know, you lose 3 straight to the Coyotes. I don't think I'm thinking. I've been thinking about this while you guys have been talking. I've been thinking about this. I've been sitting here silent, just like stewing on. Would I be more angry with any other team if we had lost 3 straight to any other team? Would I be more angry than I am right now? And no, I wouldn't. It's the Coyotes. They're a good test for. They're a good team. They're not the Ducks. They're not the Sharks. They're not these like horrible teams. But they can hold their own, and that's the kind of thing that the Blues need to like. I can understand if we lose to like the Ducks. I can understand if we lose to like the Sharks because the Blues will take their foot off the gas. Unfortunately, but they'll take their foot off the gas because it's a worse team, and they'll be like, "Oh, we don't need all that much effort to beat them," and then they get creamed. It's in those moments where the Blues get creamed.
Well,
but against the Arizona Coyotes, the Blues go into that game and they know we have to put in an effort because these guys will cream us if we don't put in an effort. And this happens. 3 straight losses to the Coyotes.
Yeah. Well,
the Coyotes.
This is the first game that I think that the Coyotes beat us in the third period. Now, I be honest.
Yes.
Of the 4 games, this is the first one that he does.
He looks sick.
O'Reilly's on the interview right now.
I have it playing in the background. I have it right in the corner here. Oh my gosh, he feels so. He is visibly nauseous. You can see it in his face. He is visibly nauseous.
Yeah. Right.
0.7. I feel sick for Jordan Binnington. He has got to feel sick.
Oh, yeah.
One from that one last second goal, which was not his fault, but I can see that he's going to take that personally. And the shootout goal, cannot blame him for. That was a beautiful move.
No.
He is going to feel. You can see he smashed his stick on the crossbar. Goalies don't do that unless it was a shit goal.
Yeah.
That was an awful goal. And he knows it, and I feel sick for him because this was not his fault. We let him down. We let him down. We let him down.
No, and this is the thing that we didn't do this game, and we haven't done it the 4 games that we've played Arizona, except maybe the first one. The way you beat them is get pucks in front of the net, get bodies in front of the goalie, and we haven't done that.
Yeah,
we have not done that enough. We're trying to play the forecheck, and that's fine. That's our game, but the forecheck only works. Now we did tonight. The 2 goals that we got tonight were from bodies in front of the net and keeping the puck in the zone. That's where O'Reilly's goal came from. That's where Perron's goal came from. Keeping the puck in the zone long periods of time. But, I give Arizona credit here. Arizona is not laying down, and they are a possible playoff team, especially if points percentage comes into play.
Yeah.
As long as we don't play Colorado. We're a potential playoff team.
I mean, Colorado, I think I'd rather play Colorado. I'd rather lose to Colorado because they're a good team. I don't want to lose 8-0 to them, but I'd rather lose to them because we know that they're a good team. They're a good test. But that's part of the reason I was so incensed over that 8-0 loss. It wasn't because it was literally my second video doing reactions after every game. I was mad about that. Like, we're already doing this. Really? Okay. Where do we go from here? But it was like, at least look competitive. That's all I want. If the Blues lose a game where they look good, I'm not mad about it. But the games that the Blues have lost, they just can't do it. They're dead on arrival. Yeah. They don't do anything.
They weren't in this game. They were not dead on arrival in this game, right? They control.
You know what? Arguably, that's more infuriating, to be honest.
Okay.
Because they looked good and then shat the bed for the last minute. And the refs had a little bit to do with it. I mean, I used to be a hockey referee, so obviously, like, I have a little bit of sympathy for refs. Obviously, I was a referee. I was a referee for 5 years. I was doing it just juniorly. I understand the hell that they go through. I would often be the first person to defend a referee. This was bad.
Yeah.
The last game was bad. The game before that was okay, but the game before that was bad.
Yeah.
That is 3 stinkers in the last 4 games where the refs, I don't think they decided the outcome of the game, but damn it, they had a part to play.
Yeah, that was an effect. Like, that can't be denied on all of these.
Yeah. No, and it did. And you look at the last game, 7 penalties for St. Louis. They were never, the guy that led ice time was O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
Not a defenseman.
Highlight that comment from Jordan. They could be the worst team in the league, and I still love them and stick by them, but they are giving me migraines. That is my take. That is me. That is every Blues fan, almost every Blues fan. We're they could be the worst team in the league, and I love this team. I love this team. I love this team. I love this team. But
You're not the only one, man.
This is what they do. They give us they test our loyalty. They test it.
Oh yeah,
is what they do. And at times that just makes things like the Stanley Cup victory so much sweeter.
How old are you?
I'm 20. Just barely turned 20.
Okay,
but
you weren't even born.
I was not born in the 90s. No, I know the 90s were some of the most miserable years in hockey and Blues hockey. I know that.
You were not even born when Steve Yzerman scored that goal from the blue line.
I know. I bet I would be really pissed about that. I bet I would be very pissed about that had I lived through that. But the scarring's not there because I wasn't alive then.
Yeah.
But yeah, is this team? I love this team way too much for my own good, but I'll still support them. I'm not gonna abandon this team anytime. They could do anything. They could make me scream. They could lose every game for the rest of the season exactly like this, and I will still be. I'll still be a fan. I'm not gonna ditch this team. None of us are gonna ditch their teams. I can understand if you're a Canucks fan, but I mean, for Blues fan, we're not gonna ditch the team.
No, and like I said, the Yotes played smart. I give it. They were out. Here's something that's going to piss that 6 people watching us off. All 6 of them. The Blues got outcoached.
Yes.
The Blues got outcoached.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Right? And that's, I'm sitting there looking at Craig Berube right now. He was outcoached by Rick Taché. Absolutely outcoached. And a new one. I haven't seen Darkness. I don't think I've ever seen this one before.
Darkness is a good guy.
I will die loving the Blues.
He's a good.
You aren't the only one, my friend. You aren't the only one. No,
that's just Arizona sports. I'll die loving these teams, but they suck.
I'm with you though. See, you've got one sport we don't have. You got basketball, and you got our original football team. So that's how old I am. I remember when the Cardinals were still in St. Louis.
Did you watch them when they were in St. Louis?
Yes, I did. Yes, I watched Cardinal football, and I watched them just.
So nothing's changed.
No. Okay, I'm in trouble now. I was not upset at the 6 watching count. Yes, what I was saying was I was going to make all of them upset. That's what I was saying. Oh man, I get in trouble.
I'm gonna riot.
Oh man, I'm just getting in trouble no matter what I do. Hey man, we get to have you for at least 2 more, if not 3 more games.
Oh fuck! Don't remind me.
Listen, if you get to the stretch, and they maybe just because if they add that 3rd game. You might as well add the last game and just finish the series now, and you won't have to deal with us again the rest of the season.
Yeah, no, our luck, we're going to see you in the freaking playoffs.
Who invited him? Is he here?
Somebody come into my defense. No, I gotta give myself one of these. No, I'll let Mason do that. Oh, now I'm getting told I'm very old. Oh, you guys love me. I love it. No,
50 years young, buddy.
Yeah, well, sometimes I don't feel 52 years young. Trust me.
Almost as long as the cup drought.
He was there for all of it.
I was born during the Blues' first season.
Damn second.
I was born during the Blues' first season. So
I can't even imagine how these people who are have lived through since 1967 have been rooting for this Blue Note. I mean, I would do it too, obviously.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine year after year. It's not even that they were a fluctuating team. They sucked. They'd get good players from tanking, then they do good. And then they'd go down and then up and then down and up.
No.
They've been a mediocre to really good team pretty much their entire existence.
Yeah.
I think that's what would frustrate me more.
Yeah. The only time the Blues had two dark periods in my eyes. Mm-hmm. The first one. Ooh, yeah. The first one was in 1983 after Ralston Purina backed out and, they almost got moved to Saskatchewan.
Saskatoon. The Saskatoon.
They were still able to make the playoffs in that period. But, but then in 86, they made it all the way to. See, I don't consider Mike Keenan a dark period. I consider 06. 05, 06 after they got sold, and it took them years. It didn't take them 3 years. It took them 5 years to come back from that. From the 04, 05 strike, 05, 06, when the sell-off, they didn't make the playoffs again until I think 8 or 9, and then they missed it again before they made it for 6 years and missed it. But that was the dark period for the Blues, and we're now reaping some of the rewards from that.
Sometimes when I feel sad, I go to Wikipedia and look up the 2006 NHL draft class.
Yeah.
Because the Blues had the first overall pick that year.
Oh, don't even go there.
Looking at who we could have gotten instead of Eric Johnson. Let's do that right now. Okay, 2006 NHL entry draft. Okay, let's see who we could have gotten.
Jonathan Toews.
Could have got Johnny Taves. I remember that.
Right.
We could have gotten Phil Kessel. We could have got Derek Brassard. We could have gotten Bernier. Could have gotten Brad Grabner. We could have. Well, we did get Berglund. Okay. We could have gotten Foligno.
Yeah, I know. I know. Trust me. I've been over this numerous times.
Could have gotten Petrie. How about that? That's a load of crap. We could have gotten Milan Lucic. This is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
I feel sad. I get my shed blanket.
I just confirmed a ex-player for an interview on Thursday.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes. And no, I'm not going to say who it is because every time I do, I get burned. Oh, Marianne says we're killing him.
Don't tell Guy, but we could have gotten Brad Marchand.
No, that was in the third round, and we passed him twice. And thank God we didn't get him.
I would love Brad Marchand. Are you kidding me? I would love Brad Marchand on the Blues.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
They don't make hockey jerseys small enough for rats. I don't understand.
No. You know what? Look, I know there's some players out there that are tough, mean. I get that. I have no issue with tough, mean, hard players. I remember Tiger Williams, okay? I remember him. Craig Berube, I remember him as a player. I don't have a problem with those guys. I have a problem with dirty players, right? Mm-hmm. I have a problem with Brad Marchand going for players, intentionally going for players' knees. I have a problem with him doing the face licking thing and all. There's a difference between playing hard and playing dirty. And it's not a fine line. He is a dirty player. And what's the worst part of it all is he's a damn good player to begin with. He doesn't need to be like that. But to me,
it would make more sense if he was Biz, but he's
if he was a
player.
Cam Jansen style that didn't score goals and that was his job, yeah. Okay, maybe. Or if he was a Probert. Bob Probert,
I know he's a dirty player. I know that. But come on. If he was a Blue, he'd be a fun guy to watch. Yes, he's dirty. I don't agree with all of it. Nazem Kadri's the same way.
You know what? If he was on any team but Boston, he would be suspended consistently. Consistently.
Maybe.
Maybe. And I can't prove this, but I've been told there are 4 members of the player safety, Department of Player Safety, who have connections to the Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking 4 players on that board that have connections to the Bruins, do you wonder why teams that play the Bruins get suspensions against the Bruins consistently? Like Sundqvist, when Torrey Krug runs over Sanford and knocks him out of the series without a hold on, which was illegal at the time. It was up to the refs to call it, but they didn't. It was an illegal play. They didn't call it. They let it go, and he knocks him out. You know, come on. Why wasn't that hit looked at? That was a charge. That was a straight freaking charge. And yes, I know Krug is on our team now, but at the time, that was a charge. Even with the helmet on. He came from the net, from the opposing net to the blue line to hit him. That's a charge. That's the definition of a charge. And that goes away. You know, I don't get that. Right?
Ooh, I'm going to love doing the questions segment today. Oh, my God.
You're getting some good questions.
Depends on what team you're a fan of, if they're good or bad. Depends who you were cheering for.
Yeah. So, hey, AZ, I know I invite you on and you don't get room to talk. So, your segment, bud.
Yeah, speak. I want to hear him speak. Yep. I want to know how guilty he feels.
Not the least bit.
Well, okay, I'll give you this. I would feel a little bit guilty, just a little bit, if they wouldn't have called that embellishment call on Garland. Then I would feel a little bit guilty. But because of that, I'm like, you know what? It's fine. But also, I did not think that goal was going to count. I legit did not think that Keller goal was going to count. So I'm just shocked. I'm cheering. I'm like, wait, you're an Arizona sports fan. Remember, you're supposed to be disappointed. It's not going to count. And man, it's just, I don't know. I had a lot of fun watching, going from, wow, this team sucks as per usual, or this team is letting the foot off the gas a little bit, allowing some goals. You can't keep playing from behind. You can't let them score first, then tie it, and then let them score again, to they pulled it off.
Hey, listen. Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the sound of Craig Berube slapping the shit out of every single player in that locker room. You hear that? I can hear it from here. I'm in Utah. I can hear it. I bet you can hear it too.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I got to end this. Time to get back to work. So I'm going to let you guys go. I want to thank everybody. We got 2 more games coming up, if not 3. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. Aloha, my friends.
Aloha.
Yeah, we needed that one, didn't we? I can't do anything right today. So this is Guy. Aloha.